Get a cube running with the micro mat on top and some dream mats in it. Got it flowing good. Got some material from Marty I've been waiting to run, and I'm going to go ahead and run it. And then I got some material I want to run one more time, just because I know this is, tailings from the Miller table and some other tailings. I'm going to run through it. And a lot of this stuff isn't classified, so that means it's like, it's got some big rocks in it. So even though it's like 1/4 inch and some pieces are bigger, what we're going to see with the dream mat is that, if it fits down the hole, it's going to go through the system and it's not going to clog it up. And so, you're able to run larger material through this system rather than screening down to 1/8 of an inch. And if it gets caught in here, I'll pull it out, and that's basically going to be your gap test. And it'll run through there just fine. I don't know if you can see it. There you go. There it is. That there is some gold. Some gold there. Gold here. Some of this is actually not even pieces of gold, but clumps of gold. Like, clumped up. And there's a piece of gold here hanging out in this water. Pretty cool. Okay, here's the cleanup from the mini mat. So I'm always amazed at the amount of cons per how much gold we capture. Got some nice gold there. So here's our cons, people, on the mini mat. That's it. Micro mat, sorry. And there's our gold. It's a great indicator mat. It's a great mat, kind of like a V-rib mat. It's a great mat. Has a really good recovery. Has a little mini micro hydrocyclone cells, hold and grip the gold, hold the material, as you can see. Very little cons to go through when you clean it up. Does a great job holding big gold. All the dirt and all the stuff doesn't clog it up. It's awesome. Does a great job. See, like I was saying, this material's, it is a concentrate, but it isn't like super classified. Most of it's below 1/4 inch. Oops, sorry. Most of it's below 1/4 inch, but not all of it. And so, if that rock got stuck in that there, it fell down in there. So we're not going to worry about it. We got some larger rocks in some of this material, and we know that it'll just work its way through. But another big rock that came off there. And what's nice about this micro mat, it doesn't get clogged up with crap. It's kind of like a V-rib. It runs itself off, but it's self-classifying, but it's got all these little mini hydrocyclones, so man, it's just like, gonna pull that material in there and do a good job of processing that black sand, and like we just showed that little cleanup that we did just on Marty's stuff, and it does a good job. Halfway through, more gold on the mat. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Ran all that material. That little piece of gold is still there. That piece is still there. Cool beans. Got some rocks wedged down in there. Second tray. You see, got a rock wedged down there. That is actually a chunk of iron. It is iron cube that is Stayed right up there on top. It'll be interesting to see the cleanup on this mat, what it does compared to the other mats. Cool beans. Second tray. Looks like we had a little buildup of material over here in the corner, but looks pretty good. Holding the black sand. We'll see how the cleanup is. Third tray. A little buildup over here in this corner. There she is, the Mini, running basically unclassified material. Well, it's classified, but there were some bigger rocks from other cleanups in it. Let's see what she spit out. You know, you can see the rocks that were going through it. So, anyhow, water's cold. Oof. You know, basically it opens up the versatility of the cube, where you can basically run material that just shy of plugging it up through there and run your cons and not have to classify down so much, you know. And most people got a 1/4-inch screen with them, you know, on when they're out there and they're doing cleanups on dredges or high bankers and whatnot. And if you're going to rerun and do, you know, super con your cons, and because you got a lot, boy, you could just drop through a 1/4-inch screen, boom, done, run it through the cube. One thing that's nice about it, it's fast. You know, you dip it in this tray was full of water, and boom, your cons fall out, and you're done. You know, it's just so fast. It's not like cleaning up the vortex matting. You know, it does a really good job. Just comes out clean. It's easy to clean, easy to run, just nothing but fun. The two cleanups from the cons from the micro mat with some crap that got kind of mixed in it with it when I was cleaning up. Some bigger stuff got put in there, but we're going to drop that bigger stuff off of there and put it through this 20 mesh and get this guy cleaned up and then run those cons over the miller table. Well, you can see some of the over 20 mesh gold that got caught in the micro mat. That's kind of cool, you know. So we got some pieces of gold. Gonna get those out, take a look at them. Well, I ended up just using an 1/8-inch screen just so I could get it all on the table. But here, lets you know it's just, we could dump this whole pile. Of course, we're gonna have to brush off some of this right onto the table and work it. You know, because there's so little cons in that micro mat. So after the light stuff blew off, we got basically some lead trying to creep off, and the cons from that micro mat. Spread this guy out, agitate him a little bit so the black sands creep off. Got some heavy rocks in there. Those what do you call them? Those little cubey square guys that like to hang up. So I like to say it's a good indicator mat. Catches gold. Some people really like the recovery rate on it. They're using crushings and stuff and doing good. I'm not doing crushings, of course. This is just placer material. But here we got some gold that was recovered on that top tray. Cool beans. Can't complain about that. So here's my everything above 1/8 inch tray that I ran through there, and here's those cubes of iron that are in there. And I noticed that we got actually, look at this, quartz and gold. See, it's kind of, dang phone won't focus. Little quartz and gold guy. It's half quartz and half gold. That's kind of cool. I'll have to look underneath it, underneath the with a magnifying glass, a loop, to see if it's pyrite or not. But it looks like gold to me. You know, you can see those jagged edges. Cool beans. I'm gonna set this up right up here. We'll look at it later. Now we'll dump the cons onto the miller table. I should use, spin it off to get the magnetics out. It would take a lot less time, but there isn't a lot, so we can handle it. Ooh, look at that. That's nice. Look at that gold. Cool beans. Can't complain. Pretty sure that's from Marty's stuff. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, there's a screen off of the second tray, and look at that big old flake right in the middle. How did that get to the second tray? Oh my gosh, look how flat it is. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's like a piece of paper. That sucker was a leaf in the wind, but we caught it in the second tray. Let's see what it does on the miller table. Whoa, 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 whoa. Miller table bad. Sweep that baby in there. Go in. Now, just a little bit of fun, what can I say, on the table. Now if that turkey had been, that guy would have had been in a regular conveyor belt system. There's no way, of course, it would fit in any of those vortices in that little conveyor belt. Where would it have gone? Would it have somehow caught in nuggets you catch? Didn't catch in the nugget catch, you caught in the tray. So I'm thinking that thing would have left the building. So it's kind of nice when you have a system that can catch the nuggets and the fine gold all in one system, and you don't have to worry about classifying as much and, you know, having stuff before and after to try and accommodate for what the mat can't do. Anyways, cool stuff. We caught her. Now, I almost swept it in before taking a picture of it. Okay, second tray. That piece there, holy buckets, like a ragged, torn sail off a pirate ship, man. It's just like so ragged. It's got holes and all this other sort of stuff in it. You know, my phone does a terrible job of focusing, but it is, no wonder it got down there to the, you can tell that this has been crushed, the crushed material. That's why the bag was all crushed, what do you call it, flattened. I don't know if they use a ball mill or no one's really ever used a stamp mill anymore, but, you know, like a collider. You know, I wonder what kind of crusher he used to crush this gold. And so I'm thinking it probably went through a jaw crusher, and probably more likely a collider. That seems to be about the most popular today. Not many people have ball mills. Okay, third tray. Hopefully no gold. I mean, no big gold, because that would be a bummer. See big gold make it down to the third tray without an excuse, a legitimate excuse, a reason we should turn it. It's kind of a pretty rock. It looks like a Miniature tooth. Anyway, sorry. Distracted by something shiny. Looking after having those two pieces of gold. The nugget on the first one and the other one, I'm curious. Alright. Sweet. Alright, let's run that over to the miller table, the cons. Third tray cleanup. Camera focus. I've had to chase this thing down table 3 times. It's another beat up, raggy, flat pirate sail, man, full of holes. Pretty cool though. I'm not complaining. It's cool gold. Anyways, still got some lead in there. Dang phone won't focus worth darn. Still got some lead in there that's chasing down the table. Cool beans. Well, there it is. There's the cleanup. There's the 3 trays. And got that sucker in there good. As you can see, we got, good recovery, great recovery on the first tray, and started to taper off on the other 2 trays, of course, to show that, we're getting great recovery on the first one, and I'm capturing that big gold, and just good fun mini mat in the box stuff. It's just it's quite the versatile system. We really enjoy it. We're going to be running it up at the claim for the prospecting club. We have somebody who has a traditional setup, and he's not always there. He vacations down in Arizona, and a piece of glass in there. And so when he's not there, we'll be running a system with a micro mat and 3 cube mats, and run it to do all the cleanups from the trommel. So anyways, cool. They asked for me to donate some mats to them that they wanted to run in that cube. So I thought that was pretty cool. So they're liking it. I'm not complaining. Cool beans.